This is Jeff.
He's a fitness enthusiast, a longtime vegan. Overall, he's the kind of guy that takes care of himself.
This is Adam. No.
We're traversing the land. Jeff's taken me to his favorite vegan spots, where I'm going to find the most delicious items on the menu that anyone would enjoy.
Adam will be taking me everywhere else, where I'll hope to find something vegan on their menu. Where will we end up?
Today, we're searching for the best cuisine in Detroit, Michigan, one of the most culturally rich cities in all of the Midwest. You want sports? Detroit's got sports for you.
When it comes to music, Detroit is unmatched, from the legends of Motown to electronic to hip-hop. If we're talking great food, Detroit's got a lot to choose from. Let's see what we can find. We started our day off with a little breakfast from Dilla's Delights, named after legendary hip-hop producer J Dilla. Let's see what our friend Yuri's got for us.
Welcome ladies and gentlemen to Dilla's Delights here in downtown Detroit, 242 John R. Street. We always got good choices of donuts, good vibes, good people, good music. This historical place, we will get into that in a second. Our best sellers are the lemon and lime glazed donuts and many other specials. So we carry yeast donuts, regular cake donuts, and also vegan options. Saturdays we have a special of the orange pineapple and also a orange habanero if you like a little bit of that spice in your life. Historically speaking, whenever you enter these doors, you actually enter into a historical place where Dilla once, for a short time, lived. From 76 to 81, Ma Dukes used to run her cafe where the vertical wine bar is in the next room. So we have the room numbers and the actual room key where they live, 412 and 413. So for a small time, he ran around here as a kid. Also on top of that, around the same time, this used to be a vegetarian diner, and Rosa Parks used to come in here about once a week and tell her bus stories and many others. And so we have a special chair dedicated to that. It is a red and a white trimmed chair, and we call it the Rosa Parks chair. Shout out to James for all that good info. So make sure to come in. As I said, it's a good place to come. Real people, real donuts, real things, so forth, so on. So yeah, we look forward to seeing you here.
Dilla's is always a great experience. But let's go see what Adam's got for us.
All right, we're here at PJ's Waterhouse, a great little bar in Detroit that we hear also has a great brunch. So we're going to check that out.
All right, let's check it out.
The first thing I noticed was the fantastic kind of hole-in-the-wall atmosphere that I absolutely love. This is the kind of place that I would want to get sloppy drunk on a Friday night, which is why you might be surprised at what an expansive brunch menu that they had.
They had a couple vegan items on the menu. I went with the vegan biscuits and gravy. A classic dish with a little tofu scramble and potatoes on the side.
And when I saw you could get the corned beef hash Korean barbecue style, I thought, what the hell, I have to have this.
When a place like this offers vegan options, I never really have great expectations. But PJ's knocked it out with this one.
An unexpected surprise that we encountered was the fact that there was an entire resale shop and record store in the basement. We went down and checked out Donatella Sella and Underground Vinyl, and they just had a huge selection of vinyl and just kind of random knickknacks, including some electric blue Chuck Taylors that I was real sad weren't in a size 9.5.
There were lots of interesting things for sale, from shoes to decorative items. If digging in the crates is your thing, definitely check out Underground Vinyl. While PJ's might not be the type of place that I would usually come, or even pick on my own, the food and the atmosphere made it a great choice.
If you're into both a dive bar atmosphere and some fantastic and unexpected flavors for your brunch, PJ's is just killing the game. Now let's go back into town and see what Jeff has lined up for us for lunch.
All right, we are here at Detroit Vegan Soul. The name pretty much says it all. It's vegan soul food.
Let's go.
Detroit Vegan Soul has been serving up soul food made from whole food since 2012. Their menu is non-GMO, no additives, no preservatives, no refined flours or sugars, and of course, no animal products.
The menu is expansive with a ton of options, some of which you wouldn't expect, like vegan shrimp or catfish. I opted for something safer, a smothered tempeh with green beans and red skinned potatoes.
I went with the catfish tofu platter with hush puppies, vegan shrimp, coleslaw, and spaghetti. I also got a side of barbecue tofu and a strawberry shake.
I'll be the first to admit I'm not terribly familiar with vegan food or soul food, but I was just so excited that the food looked so good and it tasted even better.
The food was delicious as always. There's a reason why Detroit Vegan Soul gets named one of the top vegan soul food restaurants in the country year after year. So if you're into soul food, DVS is a must. When it comes to what Detroit has to offer, we're just scratching the surface. So we'll be back to visit again real soon. Started off with Dilla's Delights. It's a place I frequent. Anytime I'm in Detroit, it's a must.
It was really cool seeing the place, and just the atmosphere is really neat. There's a lot of history behind the company, and the building even was really cool.
Yeah, it's actually named after the legendary hip hop producer Jay Dilla. It is owned and operated by his uncle, Uncle Herman Hayes.
So, yeah, when we went, I got a banana pudding ganache donut, which was tremendous. Like, the banana, it wasn't even like a banana pudding sort of thing. It was just banana, like banana right in the face, which I appreciate. Hey. But I also got one of the vegan orange habanero donuts also, which they were kind enough to hook us up with. And there were a lot of them. I haven't even tried this one yet, so I'm going to do that right now.
Got a live review going on here. My general favorite out of their vegan varieties is the cinnamon raisin, which, although it may sound pretty simple and basic, I don't know what he does, what it is, but it's delicious. I think he does use a Vietnamese cinnamon, but that's one of my favorites, and I also went with one of the orange habaneros as well.
And that's really good. Like, one of the things that I know, I don't really worry about it because I hate myself, but a lot of people, when there's something like habanero or something in it, they'll worry that it's really spicy, which there's some kick to it, but it's more of a pepper flavor than just heat, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, it's not an overpowering heat. Like I said, it's more for flavor than anything else.
Now I'm just going to look like a mess because I'm going to be eating this through the whole thing. We're talking. We're like, hey, let's talk about this. Well, what is this?
And a side note, because I know for a lot of us vegans it's important, they do prepare all of their vegan donuts prior to the other donuts so that everything is fresh, the oil is fresh, all the utensils, everything is clean, so there's no cross-contamination.
Fresh to death. So after that, we went to PJ's Lager House on Michigan Avenue. This place, it's a bar that's known for some Cajun cuisine and also live music that they have in very frequently. The atmosphere of the place is something that I love. It's very small, you know, posters and guitars and stuff like that all over the walls. Like, it had a very kind of hole-in-the-wall dive bar kind of vibe, which I absolutely love. We went in there for their brunch menu, actually, which was another thing that I enjoy. I love a good brunch. I had it was a corned beef hash, but I got it Korean style with some Korean barbecue sauce and a banh mi slaw on it. And that was absolutely tremendous. Just the kind of juxtaposition of something unexpected like that with a traditional dish like the corned beef hash was just fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I was real happy with it.
I went with the vegan biscuits and gravy. I've probably not had actual biscuits and gravy since I've been a kid. So I really didn't have a big expectation. But I was really pleased with it. It was really good. It was a rosemary and sage biscuit, and it's what they called a faux sausage gravy. So it was a brown gravy. It was really good. I was very impressed. It came with a tofu scramble and I guess you would call them home fries.
Yeah,
like an herbed home fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I would definitely go back for that again.
I had a Bloody Mary too, and that was really good too. It had a very strong pickle sort of flavor to it, which I really enjoyed. I don't know why these keep going back to phallic-shaped foods. I'm like, I love bananas and pickles in my face.
Oh, wow.
As I say, wearing the pride hat. God damn it. But anyway, but no, I was super happy with it, just the whole experience. I mean, because again, that's the sort of place that I like to go to drink, and having options like that, like, hey, I'm gonna go in at 10 a.m. and have one of these socially acceptable drinks. But there's also food that you wouldn't expect that's done well, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and even their regular menu beyond the brunch menu also looked pretty good as far as vegan options. So if you want to drop in there in the evening and catch one of the live bands, have a little dinner, I think it's really a good option then too.
Yeah, absolutely. If we're doing like a rating system out of 5, I put based on my experience, probably like around a 4.5. I was real impressed with it. I was real happy.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty close to that. 4.4, 4.5, somewhere around there.
Yeah, fantastic. Recommended.
All right, so we finished our day off at Detroit Vegan Soul, another place that I've been to several times. We went to their west location on Grand River. I went with the tofu catfish, which came with hush puppies, coleslaw, spaghetti, and a vegan shrimp, yeah. Oh, and I also got some barbecue tofu. It's kind of like a rib tip, kind of. Generally, when I've gone there, I've always gotten the soul platter. I kind of stick with familiar things usually when I go places. Ventured out a little bit, and I'm glad I did. The hush puppies were like on point. It's what you want out of a hush puppy. For all the years I've been vegan, I've never had vegan shrimp. Didn't know what to expect. Still don't exactly know what they were made out of, but they were really good. Catfish had a nice crunch to it, just how you want it, nice soft in the middle, nice crunch on the outside. The coleslaw, that's something I generally wouldn't eat, vegan or not, just because of my whole thing with mayonnaise. I'm not sure exactly what they used in it, but it was not so much that it would be overpowering, but it was enough to just give it a little bit of extra flavor to it. I really enjoyed it, man. As far as the spaghetti, you really can't go wrong. I mean, for me, spaghetti, you know, I was pretty happy with it.
This is only marginally related, but thinking about it, I should have tried some of that vegan shrimp, just because the idea of shrimp in general freaks me out, because they're basically bugs that live underwater.
Yeah, they're pretty disgusting.
That's real gross, so I should have tried that. I'll probably, next time I'm able to get up that way, I'll probably get that. But at any rate, I got the smothered tempeh, which was some of the tempeh patties covered in a brown gravy with mushrooms and almond, and then it had some green beans and mashed potatoes along with it. I think roast skin, maybe. That sounds right.
I believe it was.
And that was also really good. I mean, the side dishes, those are things that are kind of difficult to mess up, but the gravy went really well with it. Especially, I'm not particularly familiar with tempeh in that manner. I haven't eaten a ton of it, but the slivered almonds on top of it, adding a little bit of sweetness to it, like those bites were absolutely fantastic.
Oh.
Or even some of it. I had some of it with the beans. Like having something along with it to kind of complement it just worked out great. It was, definitely someplace I would eat again. That's a dish I would order again. I was happy with it.
Yeah, I have never had that dish, but it really did look good.
Yeah.
I was staring at that as much as I was eating my own.
Which is astonishing because you had like this much. It was just.
I eat a lot of food.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want to do, huh? But I did also have a strawberry dream milkshake. Since he's mentioning extra food, it was really good. It was strawberries, almond milk. I believe it was a coconut milk vanilla ice cream and dates. There may have been something else, but I think that was it. It was really good. It wasn't overly sweet because I'm not a fan of things being too sugary and too sweet, but it was really good. Got a couple of brain freezes there because it was that good that I just kept sucking it down like a moron. But
yeah, I kept sucking it all right.
oh god.
Oh, phallic reference.
Anyway, go ahead.
I'm sorry for myself.
All right.
No, I was real happy with it. Like I said, it's someplace I would go again. I would definitely give it a higher rating as well, probably around 4-ish. Like I said, it's not stuff that I'm super familiar with, but it was all really good that I would have again.
Yeah, I'm in the same range. I think a lot of times we seem to be. I would probably, I'd say 4.3 maybe. I said, and that's pretty good. You're not going to get a whole lot better out of me on a rating just because I'm kind of a jerk when it comes to food. So that's actually pretty high.
Yeah, definitely. I would say all the places that we visited in Detroit are places that I would recommend for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool.
All right, I guess that's it.